Hey everyone, I couldn't let this slide. If you are a shareholder of UnitedHealth Group or Novo Nordisk, then this video is for you. UnitedHealth Group just reported its quarterly earnings, and over the past 5 days, the stock has dropped by 7%. I'll quickly walk you through the entire report, how the company performed, what changed, what got worse, and what improved. But if you are holding Novo Nordisk, you might want to sit down for this. In the past 5 days, it's down nearly 30%. I'll show you what's behind the drop. I'm personally a shareholder of both these companies, so whatever affects you, affects me too. And I won't leave you hanging. These results came out just a few minutes ago, and you are getting them fresh from me, hot off the press. So if you are ready, there's lots to unpack. Let's jump straight into UnitedHealth Group. The results were more or less mixed. Not great, but not terrible either. In the pre-market, UnitedHealth Group was down over 5%, but now it's finally starting to recover. Let's go over the key highlights you need to know. Earnings per share came in below expectations. Wall Street expected $4.48, but they delivered $4.08. Revenue, however, was slightly better. Still, UnitedHealth Group is facing some serious challenges. Profits in its flagship Medicare program and in Optum Health's medical offices have sharply declined. All of this led to the sudden resignation of former CEO Andrew Whitty. A new CEO took over rights as the company suspended its earnings outlook. And, to make matters worse, they are currently under investigation by the Department of Justice for shady billing practices in the medical program. Just for context, Medicare is a health insurance program. If you are employed, a portion of your salary goes to the government, and then you receive benefits from that when you retire. Medicaid, on the other hand, is a program funded purely by the federal and state governments, and it provides support to citizens with very low income or limited resources. So that's the key difference between Medicare and Medicaid. So far, everything we've covered is a public knowledge: EPS, revenue, and known issues. But the real problems, the ones investors aren't really talking about, are written in this paragraph right here. Let me summarize it for you. The issue here is that the overall medical cost ratio, how much they pay out for medical claims compared to what they collect in premiums, is now between 89% and 89.5%. That means they are not extracting as much profit from insurance and are having to pay out a lot more money to patients. Just for comparison, last year this ratio was around 85% and now it's climbed close to 90%. And as if that wasn't enough, here is another problem, a much more existential one, happening right now. This one. UnitedHealth Group is facing rising expenses in its Medicare Advantage program. These higher costs are mainly driven by seniors returning to hospitals for procedures they had postponed. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many of these patients couldn't undergo surgeries like joint replacements, hip surgeries, and so on. Now that they are finally getting those treatments, it's significantly increasing UnitedHealth Group's medical costs. To add to that, if you look at 2024, their net margin was already low, around 4.3%. This has always been a low margin business. But what happened now? Just a year later, it dropped to 3.1%. And if that net margin keeps shrinking, this could be the nail in the coffin. So why is the stock price moving like this after market open, despite such bad results? First of all, these numbers were already anticipated. Wall Street wasn't exactly shocked. Second, and this is important, they finally gave forward guidance. Whether that guidance is good or bad doesn't matter as much. What matters is that investors now have something to work with. They can at least prepare for what's ahead. The company expects revenue to come in between $445 billion and $448 billion. Expectations were $449 billion. So that's a slight drop. What's worse is the expanded earnings per share. Wall Street projected around $20, but the company reported it will likely be around $16. The only thing putting out this fire right now is the return of former CEO Stephen Hemsley. He acknowledges that the road ahead will be very tough, but in the same breath, he adds that he expects better growth next year. He also says he wants to continue supporting millions of patients, doctors, and customers who rely on UnitedHealth and maintain the company's value and quality. I think his words carry a lot of weight, since he previously led this company very well. So overall, quite mixed results. The current situation isn't great, and we'll see what happens in the future. Maybe there'll be a comeback in 2026. What am I doing with my UnitedHealth Group shares in my portfolio? For now, nothing. I'm a holding. I'll keep watching and monitoring the situation, and I'll definitely keep you updated with any major news. And since I'm already the bearer of bad news, get ready for another punch. Novo Nordisk dropped 20% in the pre-market, and now we're almost 30% down over the past 5 days. You know how it goes. Once the slide starts, it really picks up speed. This just broke a few minutes ago. What happens? They cut their full-year guidance. And why? The company said its outlook for revenue growth in the US has weakened in the second half of the year for its weight loss drug Wegovy and diabetes drug Ozempic. So now Novo Nordisk is cutting both its full-year revenue and profit guidance, citing weaker performance from those two drugs. The company now expects full-year revenue growth of around 8 to 14%, which is down from the previous targets of 13 to 21%. That's a big drop. They now expect operating profit growth to be around 10 to 16% compared to the earlier forecast of 16 to 24%. These are the key headlines and highlights you need to know, and the ones that trigger this massive drop. I am feeling this in my portfolio just like you are. I am down around 30% on this position. So far, this investment hasn't worked out at all. Luckily, it's the smallest position in my entire portfolio, at least there's that. To be honest, I still haven't decided whether I'll buy more on the dip, just hold through it, or think about selling. I am giving it more thought. So that is from me. Those are the freshest updates from the latest quarterly reports. I wanted to get this to you as fast as possible, so you'd be among the first to know. Thanks a lot for your time, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Take care.